Okay. All right, back at it again. Now, I just want to make sure that the microphone is working because apparently you guys can't hear me from the other stuff. So if you all can hear me, please give me a thumbs up or say yes, I can hear you. If you guys can, that would be great. Uh, oh, sorry, I'm just throw something. And if you all can, also please share it out. That would be great. Get out of here, fly. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Okay. Now, once again, if you all can hear me, please let me know. We're about to get the draft underway shortly. And hopefully, I don't take too much time. Once again, please let me know if you guys can hear me or not. Well, just in case, I'm going to do a little test. Can anybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Yep, you can hear me. Okay. All right, so that's good. That's good. All right, so I'm just gonna wait a little bit to I'm just gonna wait a little bit so that people can come in, and I'm going to share this out. If you see a cat around here, that's Ruthie. And if there's anybody watching right now, feel free to say hi. All right. Okay, I just shared the link to the Facebook group. Burp Appreciation Society, Jade Barrett. Thank you for coming. Oh, that's the tray. I scared my cat as well. Uh, anyway, I'm just sharing this out here so that everybody can see it. Just gotta do something real quick. Excuse me. Anyway, for those of you coming in just now, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it. So, as mentioned, Wrestler Unstoppable, a Facebook wrestling game that I've been playing on for a while. It's kind of been having some bugs again, which of course does happen. You know, there's really nothing we could do about it anyway. But it's fine. It's totally fine. And, you know, these things, you know, they just happen. All right, so Kari, how you doing? Kamikaze. Yeah. So feel free to share it out, guys, if you'd like. So so anyway, so basically, I'm just gonna go through this because I don't really have a lot of time. There's another episode on my channel right now, which will go live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So anyway, the draft is something I was supposed to do today in one of my Wrestler Unstoppable scenes. Unfortunately, with some players not being able to get in and not being able to get through the matches, I'm going to do it here live in front of everybody, and hopefully this undo thing will work. I've been trying to test it out. So anyway, I'm going to read the rules of this draft here. So the draft will take place on the 29th, which will be finalized around July 2nd. So basically, if you get drafted to another show, you will remain on the same show as you are now until after July 2nd. So that's when everybody will get you know, switched up. For some Jade Barrett, yes. For some players, but with the same person, but with other websites. So far, it's gone a bit down again, unfortunately. So they basically said it will continue to go down tomorrow as well. So far, Chrome is still working, as far as I know. So far, your phone is working as well. But they are going to update us as soon as possible. The developers, Wrestler Unstoppable, or whoever runs it, I don't know. So anyway, per winning the Collision course, which is a pay-per-view that I do on Wrestler Unstoppable around February, that's where the brands like collide, just for not only brand supremacy, but also the first round draft pick. And UK Hammerlock was declared the winner, so they get the first pick, and they will be followed by Stampede Wrestling, and then All Action Wrestling, which is our very own hardcore branded show. So there will be 4 picks per round. This year, tag teams can be selected as 1 pick. Contact me for confirmation, and nobody confirmed it with me. So everybody's going to be drafted individually. Branded champions will keep their titles until they lose them, but they will have, they will have the option of exchanging titles or relinquishing their title for a shot at their new branded titles. So let's say if you happen to be, for example, if you're the United States champion on Raw, if you go to SmackDown, you have the option to vacate that and then receive a shot at the Intercontinental title. That's basically what's going on. All will be drafted via lottery, so it will be random, which I kind of already did, which is why I have the undo thing right there. So all inactive wrestlers, which is basically everybody in the inactive list, they will become free agents, and if they come back, they have the option to go to whichever show they want to go to. So, any questions, please contact me. Thank you. Oh, Larry Wrestling got banned. Oh, dang nabbit. Oh, that's okay, man. Thank Thank you for coming. All right, so we're gonna get to the draft here. Once again, 4 picks per round. UK Hammerlock will have the first pick. Hopefully, it works. So let's take a look. See, pick number 1 is Scott Maddox, or Maddox. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. How do you pronounce the frickin' thing? Boy. Like, how do you pronounce the frickin' name? I am so sorry, Scott Maddox. Like, please forgive me. Boy. All right. So that's pick number 1. Pick number 2, going to Stampede Wrestling. It is the former Irish national champion, Uncle Frank of the Opaque Brotherhood. He's going to Thursday nights. Oh, by the way, before I forget, UK Hammerlock is Monday night. Stampede Wrestling is Thursday night. All Action Wrestling, which again is our hardcore brand, it is the on Tuesday nights, as it's supposed to. I know I'm way off in time, so it does happen. But anyway, sorry, I had to check my phone. So. Yeah, it's WU. It's WU. That's why I'm doing this. So all right, so let's see. Pick number 3 is Andy Price. So Andy Price is staying in the hardcore brand. Since he's from New Zealand, I guess I guess he might like it over there. All right, so the next pick for Hammerlock is Nick Nitro Glycerin. He just recently won the South Pacific Extreme Championship from Wrestler Unstoppable's Commonwealth Wrestling as well. So that's a very interesting scenario. All right, let's see. So let's see who's going to Stampede, and it is the title machine Mithras, the former world champion, who forfeited to Beast for some reason. But that's okay. I'm not going to question it. So, that's a very interesting scenario as well. And he's currently wrestling Griffith Davian for the UK Championship at Sunday's pay-per-view Redemption in the show. So that's it'll be interesting to see what happens if he wins the championship. And the second pick for All Action Wrestling is Denzel the Giant. That's a good pick right there. Gotta admit, that's a good pick. He's a big man, a giant, about 400 pounds, I think. But it'll be interesting to see what he can do over there when there's so many weapons around. Okay, so pick number 3 for Hammerlock is one half of Wild at Heart, Alex Blake. Now, I know he's been trying to get a shot at the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. He had one, unfortunately was unsuccessful. Tried to get another shot, but that ran down the clock, I think. It's like, or something. I just gotta check my phone again. All right. So, the next pick for Stampede is Ultimate Crisis Force. Now, in NW, some people have, well, not really. I noticed one person, Denzel in particular, he asked UCF here, why did he strip down to his underwear? made his character strip down to his underwear. Well, I asked the person behind the character, and it turns out Ultimate Crisis Force lost a match that had that stipulation. So, in case you're wondering why Ultimate Crisis Force looks like that, there you go. He told me himself that he lost a match. This was a stipulation. Strip. All right, so moving on. All Action Wrestling number 3 is Dev. Dev's been running much shot at the in the Supergirls division lately. Actually, used to be in Stampede, now going to the Land of Hardcore. Now let's see who pick number 4 is for UK Hammerlock. Oh, one of the new signees, Cassie Nightwalker. Cassie Madam Red joining the Blue brand. And now pick number 4 for Stampede is Anarchy's Beast. Welcome to Canada. Oh yeah, and just so you know, basically these 3 shows are based on three different places. UK Hammerlock, obviously the United Kingdom. Stampede Wrestling in Canada. All Action Wrestling is based in somewhere in the Pacific region, I think, like the South Pacific. Basically Australia, New Zealand, and stuff like that. And now, speaking of All Action, their pick is Joey A. the Woo Guy. No stranger to the Land of Hardcore himself. Welcome back, buddy boy. Okay, so those are our first 4 picks for these 3 brands. Very interesting, to say the very least. I mean, what do you guys think of this draft so far? Please let me know. And now we're going to continue on with round number 2. Once again, 4 picks. First is the Bastage. Another big man heading back to the Blue brand. He was actually there before. Excuse me. And now for Stampede, Mike D'Annunzio. D'Annunzio has actually helped me out a few times with GMing and stuff like that, which is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, so going to All Action Wrestling is Eros 15 Dizzy. That's Dizzy with freezies. I put up 4 for some reason. But anyway, that's the first 3 picks for round 2. Let's continue on. UK Hammerlock receives the Stone Age Warrior Wooga Booga. So that means both members of Primordial Explosion are going to the Blue brand. All right, and now the next pick for Stampede. Tim, the Ultimate Buffalo Saber Bill. Interesting list so far. And now heading to All Action Wrestling, Shenandoah. Well, actually, she's kind of staying there. She was there already. Oh, boy. But anyway, moving on. Hammerlock receives Tumultuous, an ally of Glycerin and Wooga, known as Primordial Perfection. That's an interesting rally right there. The Agent of Hate is moving over to Stampede Wrestling. He's been a champion over there before. I have no doubt he'll be able to do it again. And now going to All Action Wrestling, Mrs. Lozen, I think, Warrior Queen Falcon. So they're going to be, so she's going to be heading over to the Land of Hardcore. And now the final pick for round 4, the Vampire, a female masked wrestler in Wrestler Unstoppable, just so you know. She's headed over to the blue brand. Might be a little more at home, considering vampires have mostly been said to have come from Europe. So, Brian Hernsberger, how's it going? I'm doing a draft for the Wrestler Unstoppable version of Commonwealth Wrestling. So this is not 2K. This is based on Wrestler Unstoppable, just so you know. So, and next up for Stampede Wrestling is Gorgonio. He's actually been tearing it up in the blue brand. Yeah, some funny names there. It happens. But hey, whatever works. If it works for you, it works for everybody. Gorgonio is headed to the red brand. He's actually been pretty good in the blue brand. It'll be interesting to see what he can bring to the to Stampede. And headed to All Action is the unsettled Chris Cage, a former heavyweight champion, I think the longest reigning television champion, the Atlantic Coast television champion. I think I do keep a list of like the titles history in the Facebook group. So like yeah, so that's round 2, but we're going to continue on with round number 3. The first one for UK Hammerlock is the First Lady of Anarchy Cougar, the current Australian hardcore heavyweight champion. Yeah, she's actually been tearing it up all over the place, not only in All Action, but also in the Supergirls division. And now heading over to Stampede is Lord Darkstinger. He's a guy that likes to declare himself the winner, even though the match never happened. As far as I know. I mean, he's confident. I'll give him that. He's confident. So anyway, the first pick for All Action is, wow, Griffith Davian, the current UK champion. So far, he's been tearing it up since his arrival in the new year. And staying in UK Hammerlock is the current Irish national champion, Mr. Mac. Very interesting. Okay. And going to Stampede is Winter, the Witch Queen of Chaos, Winter. And now going to All Action is Seth Rollins. Now, just so you know, there is a player in Wrestler Unstoppable that's named Seth Rollins, but basically, it's basically his name. He spells it Rolliin. So there's 2 I's. One of them is a capital. Wrestler Unstoppable, Brian, is a Facebook wrestling game where it's like a simulation. It's kind of like a simulation type of thing. So like it's basically like point and click type of thing, I guess. It's kind of down for most people, as far as I know, but so far a lot of people have gone into it. And yes, Jade, I do know for a fact that Kari is your twin sister. She is 2 minutes older than you, so don't worry. I got it. I'm good. And yeah, once again, this is not WWE's Seth Rollins. It's just another Seth Rollins thing. Like it's basically like a thing where in an alternate universe where like these people get sick and tired of that place and wants to go to another place. So I won't judge. I mean, he's actually really good in this game. Just so you know. Oh, hang on. Oh, hang on. I'm losing you. Hang on. So, camera, calm down. Okay. Okay, let's continue on. Going to UK Hammerlock, Ireland's Liam O'Shaughnessy. Bit of history with Maeve O'Hare, to say the least. I have no doubt he's going to do great there. But anyway, moving on. Stampede has the current Saskatchewan Broncos champion, Hotshot Chaz. He's been tearing it up as Stampede so far, and he wants a shot at the Canadian heavyweight title, but he may get there. Who knows? And the Saskatchewan Broncos title is basically a championship I named after the after what happened to the Broncos team in that bus accident, unfortunately. But anyway, I decided to pay tribute by calling the championship the Saskatchewan Broncos Championship. Jade. Oh my gosh, Jade. One day I'm going to get used to talking to you. All right, moving on. All Action receives Mandy Blake. Mandy and Alex Blake are wild at heart, separated again in another draft. Moving on, final pick for round number 3. The Paragon of Greatness, 8-time Commonwealth heavyweight champion, headed back to the blue brand. He dominated there before. Let's see if he could dominate once again. Wildfire is headed to Stampede Wrestling. She recently won the Sally Fuller Legacy Tournament, which gives her an opportunity at the Supergirls Championship. So let's see what happens in the future. Excuse me. And the final pick for round 3 in the All Action Wrestling. Wow. The Scottish Claymore champion, Maeve O'Hare. She has been the champion of that particular title, the Scottish Claymore Championship, since November 22nd of 2020. No other person in my company and Alexander Pierce's company, it was usually his, but he transferred it to me. And no one has ever held a single championship in my company for more than 290 days. But Maeve, she's something else. Maeve O'Hare has held her Claymore title now, today, for 584 days. That's a record. And it's still going. That is just amazing. Absolutely unbelievable. An amazing feat. No one has ever accomplished that before. Is there anyone that can stop her? But moving on. Round number 4. Lord Amadeus is headed to the blue brand. He is the host of RAWF After Hours on 10 p.m. Saturday night. Sometimes I leave a link from his broadcast into the Facebook group. But it's actually really great, you know. And I've actually been a part of the podcast too, or broadcasts, whatever. It's truly amazing. Next, the television champion Brutus is headed to the red brand. And now, dang, Mistress Jenny Torturer is headed to the yellow brand, or gold brand, whatever. She's actually been doing pretty good herself. And now, and she's here in the chat as well. Headed to the blue brand is Jade Jules Barrett. That might be a little bit more closer to her home if you think about it. From what I've heard, the Barrett sisters they usually live somewhere in the UK, as far as I know. So anyway, Stampede Wrestling, their next pick is Forest Relic. Forest Relic, of course, tag team with Ultimate Crisis Force of the UK Brawlers. So now they're on the show together. And now up next is the Canadian Wolf, Luke Crawley, or Crawley, I don't know. Luke Crawley is currently challenging Hotshot Chaz for the Broncos title. It'll be interesting to see what happens if he is able to take the title from him. But anyway, Jatanin Perkelly, I think the name is. I'm not sure. If I mispronounce it, I'm sorry. She's headed over to the Blue brand. She's actually a free agent. And so is Rollins and, of course, Nightwalker. And moving to Stampede is Rick Logan Parfit, I think. I'll just call him Rick Logan because I still don't know. Jade. I'll just call him Rick Logan for now. I don't know how to pronounce that other name. But heading to All Action Wrestling is Vish Van Leer, I think. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. But anyway, the final pick for round number 4. Magic Wolfman. He's been doing okay in All Action Wrestling. So far, doing pretty good. It's good to have him. And the final pick, round number 4 for Stampede, is the current Canadian Heavyweight Champion, Sadette Mahoyden. I think that's how you pronounce the name. I don't know. I'll just call him Sadette for now, just in case. But he is, as of right now, the longest reigning Canadian Heavyweight Champion, over 230 days, if I'm not mistaken. So, and the final pick for All Action in round number 4, the Opaque Brotherhood's Killa Neptune. So now we have 3 members of the Brotherhood, 1 in each brand. Uncle Frank Stampede, Paragon UK Hammerlock, Killa Neptune All Action. At least they don't have to wrestle each other. All right, so moving on. Round number 5, first round pick. 5th round pick, first, is the Stig. He's the current Brass Knuckles champion. Well, looks like I'm heading back home too, Jade. Mark Caliber going to Stampede Wrestling. And heading over to All Action is Hardcore Jim Steele. I know he's been kind of struggling a lot, unfortunately, but I'll tell you what, he may be getting a better run, another better deal here in All Action. We'll see what happens from there. Going to UK Hammerlock. Oh, Jade, please be careful. UK Hammerlock will have John Taylor. John Taylor does have a rematch for the South Pacific Extreme Championship, but I'm going to see if I could get in touch, with John Taylor to see if he wants to invoke his rematch on Glycerin's title, or if he would like a shot at his new branded title instead. We'll see what happens. Up next, going to Stampede, Danny Logan Fuller. 13-time Supergirls champion. And heading over to All Action is Atlas. He's headed back to the hardcore brand. Going to UK Hammerlock is Cybele of Anarchy, or Cy for short. Heading over to Stampede is the Redneck Avenger. He's actually currently challenging for the Australian Hardcore Heavyweight title against First Lady Cougar. Oh yeah, Wrestler Unstoppable also has a lot of intergender matches, so it doesn't really matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever. action is the Moose, or the Moose, whatever. He's headed back to that brand. He recently won the Great White Pure Wrestling title, but then lost it back to Chris Cage. The Pure Wrestling title, for those that don't know, it's a championship where it has a certain stipulation. That is, you cannot use the moves in the game that will get you disqualified. Yes, there are moves that will get you disqualified, such as eye gouge, low blow, foreign object, rope choke. What else is there? No, I think that's it. But we'll see. Oh yeah, I also don't allow closed fists, even though they're not really much of an illegal thing anymore. But it's pure wrestling, basically, for a reason. The final pick for round 5 is Mystic Maniac, a former UK heavyweight champion, if I'm not mistaken. He's headed back to the blue brand. Sarah Lee Johnson is headed to the red brand. That's an interesting pick right there. And heading over to All Action is Ichrid Jarvis. I don't know how to pronounce his first name. Oh boy, Jarvis, I know you're the monster from beneath the bed, but if you're under the bed right now, if you're watching this underneath the bed, I do apologize, man. I'll just call you Jarvis for now. Now, for this one, it's a little strange because at Jamar Games, what's up? I'm doing a draft for the Wrestler Unstoppable version of Commonwealth Wrestling. It's a Facebook wrestling game, and that's where basically Commonwealth Wrestling in 2K came from. So anyway, the game's kind of down for most people, so I decided to do a live edition of the draft. But if any of you guys are here that are still interested in the 2K version, I have an episode coming up tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, so stay tuned for that. Do stay tuned for that. All right, guys. Oh, actually, you know what? Since I'm here, I think. Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right, actually, and for starters, I'm going to click on this. No. Go to videos. Thank you very much. And I'm going to click on this. Oh, yep. I also did Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I'll put the link to that particular broadcast here so you guys can click on it. Click on the Notify Me button, and you will know when it goes live. So now, round 6. This one's going to be a short one because there's only a few people left. But let's get to it. Revenge Gibson is headed to the blue brand. And heading to Stampede is Crypto Zoo Mahler, former heavyweight champion himself. Only held the title for 10 minutes, though. He got cashed in on. Revenge Gibson is currently miscashing the case, so she may do the same in another. No, don't worry. It's not that kind of draft, Kari. Don't worry, you're safe. And heading over to All Action is the wonderful Calvin Clark. Calvin Clark is my stepfather, by the way. And heading over to the blue brand is A.F. James. Now, he actually won the King of Commonwealth. Well, actually, no. He won the Crown of Commonwealth in the Wrestler Unstoppable version. Edition, for some reason, it sounds like I'm saying virgin for some reason. I do apologize for that. So I'll just say edition from now on. So A.F. James, he was the Crown of Commonwealth winner, challenged for the heavyweight title. He lost, but he is still determined. And heading over, excuse me, to the red brand is Cassie Joe, one of 7 women who have been Commonwealth heavyweight champion. Jade Barrett was the first to do so, by the way. Akuma Muerte, or Akuma Muerte, however you pronounce it, is headed to the All Action Hardcore brand. And Pete Johnson is heading over to the United Kingdom. Some of the guys that I've known for a very long time. Heading over to the red brand is Jessica Vesuvius. I'm not sure if that's... Oh, that's it. That was the final pick, ladies and gentlemen. I had a feeling. All right, so that's it. That is the draft in the Wrestler Unstoppable edition of Commonwealth Wrestling. So I will let you guys take a look at this for later so that you'll know who's going where. So anyway, guys, if you can, whether it's in the Facebook group, whether it's in the comments section after this broadcast goes not live anymore, or in Messenger and Wrestler Unstoppable whenever that comes back, or in the comments here on YouTube, please let me know what you thought of this draft. Whether is there anything that you liked, anything that you didn't like, please let me know. And basically, like, we'll see what happens from there. I can do trades. That's basically for if anyone is interested. So we'll see what happens from there. So anyway, thank you all so much for tuning in. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this particular live stream. Subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this, maybe in the future. And definitely check out my next episode that's going to be airing tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link is in the chat. And, oh yeah, click the bell icon for notifications so you know each and every time I go up. So you know each and every time I upload or go live. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Stay tuned. Stay safe. God bless you all. I'm out of here.